Times, a guy I've known for a long time, a total pro. Had a great story this weekend from the Tampa Bay side, and he's joining us now. Let me start with this. Was Tampa, we weren't hearing about Tampa, but you know the general manager, Jason Light, was he confident 2 weeks away?
I think he was, Colin. I think they all were. I mean, we were at the Combine, and Bruce is probably not a great poker player. He was asked about, was a player out there, a free agent, that you would answer the phone for you, and he obviously said Tom Brady. He kind of tampered with it. But even before that, at the Super Bowl, they were doing, all their, scouting reports on guys, and they knew it was a spectacular class of free agents. But they just had a sense, having followed them through the year and knowing what they had on their roster, that Brady would want to leave New England. Ha! Gay! That he had talent here that he would be attracted to. So that's certainly where they started from.
What was the interview like, over the phone, or was it in person?
It was over the phone. He was in New York, and, the day that they could finally talk to him, they talked to him that evening. I guess it was Wednesday. And they were just, hoping to make a really strong pitch and thought they would have to sell him. And it turned out that he was almost trying to convince them they should do this. I mean, he had looked at the team. He knew everything about their players, about even how their defense had played the last few weeks. He was well-schooled on a lot of things, excited about being in Bruce Arians' offense. And, it was interesting. He didn't ask for anything. There were stories about, him wanting control of the offense. It would be collaborative, or, players that he would want to play with. He didn't even ask for the number 12, Colin, but what he did ask for at the end was one thing. He wanted the phone numbers to all his new teammates. And when they got off the phone, they looked at each other and were like, it looks like we got ourselves a quarterback.
Wow. By the way, Bucs were 7-9. I thought their defense played really well down the stretch. How far away are they?
They're not that far. I mean, they were 7-7 at one point. It really looked like Jameis Winston might have a chance to come back. He played with a broken thumb. They had lost Evans and Godwin, and he threw for 456 and 458 against a bad Detroit team.
Yep.
Then the last two games kind of cinched it. And, when you have a quarterback that throws 30 interceptions, 5 lost fumbles, and 120 points off turnovers, I mean, that's the difference, right, between 7 wins and maybe 10, 11 wins. And that's what Bruce Arians felt, that the defense was growing up fast. And if they could find a way to not turn the ball over, they got so many good weapons on offense that a guy like Brady will help the whole thing and change the culture of the building.
How's the Bucs O-line? We know they're deep at tight end. They have some nice young secondary players. Linebacker I like. Great receivers. Okay at running back. Probably need another one.
Baby, no money. Whip it, test.